NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's the ex-Florida Gator, Lamichael Pirine. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back to throw now on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11. catch made by Slayton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards on the play. First down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They run with Patterson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordell Patterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Lions 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
5 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 42-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it. Swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Vedvik now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Lions nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They'll run here with Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On 1st down, Dobbins. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
J. Hockenson.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
At the 10-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, Lions 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
That's complete to Slayton. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Toss play, Cohen, right side. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
They'll set up a throw. will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll fire this deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown.
Jackson.
Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17. Lions 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Complete to Tariq Cohen. Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Komet, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Mike 96, Mike 96.
Back to throw again.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy. It's a very nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Lions.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check smash. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Pirine. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm going back to you.
They run. This is Cohen. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
That's good.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, it's Patterson. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
He's definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
At the 24-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Patterson on the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now look at him go. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Lions 21, Bears 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Second and 11. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
He's across
in on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
T.J. Hawkinson.
It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. They'll run with Dobbins, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Julian Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
the gun now on third down. He sets to fire deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is now a hit and a loose football. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
34-yard line.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Back to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they can't